Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making chicken piccata meatballs, and I'll be starting off with 1 pound of ground chicken, and I'll be adding into it about half of the amount of shallots that I have finely minced, 1/3 cup of seasoned breadcrumbs, 1/4 cup of half and half, 1/4 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, 1 tablespoon of chopped fresh parsley, 1 lightly beaten egg, and here I have 1 tablespoon of capers that I've finely diced up, and finally 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. In another dish I'll be adding in 2/3 cup of seasoned breadcrumbs. Once I got everything all mixed together, I went ahead and divided the meat into about 12 to 13 meatballs, and then I've lightly breaded them in the seasoned breadcrumbs and then slightly flattened them out. This will just ensure that they cook evenly and give us the most amount of cooking surface. If you're finding that the meat mixture is sticking to your hands, just get them wet with a little bit of water, and that helps prevent sticking. Here at the stove, I've gone ahead and heated up about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm gently frying the meatballs for about 3 minutes on each side, or until they start turning a light golden brown. Once the meatballs are a light golden brown on both sides, they can be removed to a plate, and then I'll be adding in the remainder of my shallots and 1 tablespoon of capers. After about a minute of cooking, the shallots are starting to turn translucent, so I'll be adding in 1/4 cup of white wine and 1.5 cups of chicken stock. I'll also be adding the meatballs back in so they can continue to cook all the way through. Now that this has come up to a boil, I'm going to allow it to sit here and simmer for about 6 to 7 minutes, or until the broth is reduced by half. Once the sauce reduced by half, I went ahead and moved the meatballs to one side of the pan, and I'll be adding in 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice and 3 tablespoons of cold butter. I'll be cooking this on the lowest heat setting on my stove until the butter is melted and the sauce just slightly starts to thicken. And this should only take about 1 to 2 minutes. Alright, now that that looks good, let me go ahead and move my meatballs back throughout the whole pan before sprinkling on 1 final tablespoon of freshly chopped parsley. Today I'll be serving the chicken piccata meatballs over a bed of rice with a side salad, and now all I have left to do is dive in and try them out. They do smell really good. This is chicken piccata is one of my absolute favorite meals, so I'm really excited for this one. The meatballs are very well seasoned. They're nice and tender, cooked all the way through. I like that little briny pop you get from the minced caper inside the meatball itself, and it pairs so well with that white wine lemon butter sauce. Overall, it definitely reminds me of a chicken piccata, and I can see myself making these over and over again. But that is going to be it for me for the day. If you've enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down below. If you tried this recipe out, let me know how it turned out for you. And as always, thank y'all so very much for joining me today. I've been Walker. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.